Well, I needed a breakaway, and I also realised you are in the dark. I haven't got my light on. I'm just going to have to do the best we can, aren't we, folks? I needed a break, and I thought we needed a road trip. I could turn you around this way. Oh, that's better. We're even more in the dark. Talk about bedhead. I've come down to the southeast coast to a place called Herne Bay. Delightful little place. I'm not convinced you're in focus or I'm in focus. This little object is what I've come to shoot. And it's called Neptune's Arm. It is, oh God, 10 to 4 on a Monday morning. There's a really bizarre mix of seagulls, or should I say gulls, and normal birds. As I was walking from the van, the first thing I heard was the gulls. And then it sort of went quiet. I thought, strange. And then we got what I presume are blackbirds, magpies, that sort of thing. And then they stopped and the gulls started. It's like they're taking it in turns. Now, there are a few things that I would like to shoot here. I can't get the image I want of Neptune's Arm because the pier's closed. Now, I don't know if it's closed permanently. Given that it's tourist season, I'm surprised if it's closed permanently. Maybe it is. Maybe because of COVID, although it does say COVID regulations, we're secure. So I'm hoping that they open it up and I can get down there a little bit later on. But if not, I'm liking that, the little markers, because there's only like the top 2 foot showing. In fact, possibly not even 2 foot. Out in the very distant there, that's the old pier. I was reading up about this place last night. It's something like 3,726 metres of pier that has vanished off the end of this one to link up to that one. And it all collapsed. It used to be a steamboat drop-off. And there was a huge storm in 1978 which completely demolished it. There was a bit went out from this pier to that pier. And the old pier is now in complete disarray. There are people who want to get it put back together. But I think the council said it's far too expensive and incredibly complex, which I can imagine. Now, I knew there wasn't going to be any sunrise. Unusually for me, I haven't spent the last week checking the weather forecasts. All I did was check the tides to make sure we were somewhere around right. High tide today coincides with sunrise. Sunrise is 20 to 5. Oh, I think we are actually at high tide now, so it's a little bit earlier. And I decided, well, if it rains, it rains, you know? I'm going where the tide is high. I think I've got 5 locations to visit while I'm down here because I'm having a week away. One is an old location that I've been to before. The other 4 are completely new, and this is the first of them. So I'm going to hang around here, get set up, see what we can shoot. That's better. I can see you now. We had some light, as you've just seen, and some colour. Unfortunately, not in the right direction. Do I care? Yeah, I do actually, but hey ho, can't do anything about it. We've now got the forecast sea fret moving in. Down there is getting decidedly murky. I'm not convinced of the composition. I'm not overly happy with it, but there's a limit to what I can do here. I have got the 17 to 55 on at full stretch, just pointing out to Neptune's Arm. That is going to get cloned out. I could put the 70 to 200 on, but then I think that extra 20 mil, 15 mil, 15 mil, is going to be too much. I kind of want a 60 mil. Oh, that'll be another lens then. Yeah, the blue actually pops out quite nicely against the murkiness The water and the sky are fairly similar colours, or fairly similar brightness, should I say. I've still got a 0.6 grad on, just to make sure that there is no difference between sky and water. I've got the 10 stop on, I popped the polarizer on because I want really smooth water. Probably going to be mono, because there is zip detail going on anywhere. I've seen a kind of a shot that I'm going to have a go at, but I'm not convinced it's going to work with this marker here. Let's go for a quick wander up here. Hold on. It's ever so calm out here. It should be. 4 in the Sunday morning. Yeah, I think if I get about here, I can do a portrait image just with that, possibly with this leading into it. Not sure yet. There'll have to be a little bit of cloning of the pier at the end, and possibly a little bit of cloning there. Then I think I might take a wander out onto Neptune's Arm. If it clears slightly, I want a shot of the old pier. I'm pointing over here, I mean to point there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a shot of that. Looks a bit sort of sad and forlorn, doesn't it? I think it's just a case of continuing to wander around and seeing what's what. I've had to put my hat on because the little bit of breeze that there was driving me scatty with my hair, but it is about 900 degrees. That might be a slight exaggeration. It's about 16 degrees, I think. They did forecast a little bit of rain, which is why I've got my waterproof jacket on. Oh, there's another nutter out at this time of the morning. I'm running down there. Right, let's have a look at this, see what we've got. There we go. I've mastered the knack of flipping the screen out so that I don't cover the eyepiece so the screen goes off. There you go. As I say, I'm not 100% on that. That might have to disappear. I've just done a little bit of Googling, which I should have done before I came down here, but I was just determined that I was coming. Nothing was going to stop me. The pier apparently opens at 8:30. So fingers crossed. It's still not quite clear enough to see that. As I say, the murkiness is more over this side, which is great if it's still there because that's the way I'll be shooting. It's kind of a little bit clearer, but not much. The good news is it's stopped raining. The bad news is it's blowing windy up here. The sun is actually trying to break through, so we are getting a little bit of light. And as I showed you before, that is the object that I want to shoot. It's, surprise, surprise, going to be minimal. Wherever I stand, I can't get any light on myself. Oh, that's better. I've kind of positioned it. Let's have a look-see. Almost halfway, which is breaking all the rules because it should really be top third or bottom third, but I quite like it almost central. I have got the 10 stop on. You might be able to see there. Oh, there we go. 0.6 grad, polarizer, and a 10 stop. I am at 30 seconds and f10. ISO 100, and I've banged the kelvins up to 10,000 because this might stay colour. I probably will try one mono, but I really, really like the blue. I think that's wonderful. It would have been so easy for them to paint it red or white. It's fabulous. Now I have done f10 and 30 seconds. I'm now just going to let it run, probably for about 40 seconds. just to see what it does. I am conscious that I'm getting a breeze on me here, so it's going to affect the stability of the camera. We might get a little bit of camera movement. We haven't so far, but 40 to 50 seconds might just be pushing it that little bit too far. Now, I've had a couple of people ask me how I keep my filters and my lenses clean, but they're alcohol lens wipes, come from eBay, other suppliers are available. I think I've got a box of 200 and they're about 15 quid, and they work wonderfully. They don't last very long, they dry in about 30 seconds, but they do cut through the saltiness of the seawater. So they're excellent. Carry them with me at all times. Right, I'm pleased enough with that. I might just go and stand in this corner just for a slightly different angle. What I'd like to do is get down here, which at some point was open, but now they've put a barrier across. Swines, how dare they? Oh, and that sun is definitely trying to burn through. I'm just going to fire that because we've now got a bit of water movement with the boat that's just gone through. A little powerboat just gone through. Then I'm going to put the 70 to 200 on and try and shoot the old pier. Although the breeze is picking up more and more, so it's going to be a real battle with the 70 to 200 lens. But the 17 to 55, it's just going to look like a blob in the distance. And I'd like to see a little bit of detail. The temperature has just shot up by about 30 degrees. My God, it's warm. There is some beautiful, beautiful light on the dome of the old pier, and I've no idea where I'm pointing at because I can't see a thing looking in this direction. I've put the 70 to 200 on, I've got the VR off. I'm only at a 10-second exposure, but I think there's just too much of a breeze, and it's just killing. I'm getting movement, but there's nothing I can do about that. Well, I decided to call it a day there because the local kiddies had come out to play, and the sky that looked like it was going to break didn't. So that's me done. It's been a long day. I've been up since 3:30, 3:15. So I'm just going to take a wander down here and have a closer look at some of these paintings. It's a fabulous little place. It really is. This is the one that I said looked like the War of the Worlds. And it's not, it's the Thames estuary. I think that's absolutely fabulous. They're I think they're World War II defences. I'd love to get out and shoot those. I think they're really good. And the writing on the bottom. Proper seaside stuff. I think that might be the Queen Line steamers that you used to use the original pier. I just think they're beautiful. They just add so much character to the place. Aren't they fabulous? How nice must it be to be able to hire one of these during the summer? What's that? They don't think much of me back home, but I'm a sensation here on Herne Bay. I think that's absolutely awesome. And most of them are taking the mick, you know? And they're not politically correct, and I'm surprised they're still allowed to have them. I think it's excellent. Yeah, I mean, they're not politically correct in any way, shape or form, are they? But who cares? I suspect YouTube will ban me from showing these or something daft. Right, well that's me done. I've got an hour and a half's drive to my next location, which is even more of a gamble than this location was. hoping, because the next location is somewhere I've wanted to go for 3 or 4 years now. So from Herne Bay, thank you very much for watching. I hope the images have turned out, and if they have, I hope you like them. And I'll see you, well, it'll be next Sunday, but for me it'll be tomorrow. Take care, bye.